by the way, after being here for 40 years and trying to wind down, becoming the athletic director wasn't really quite the way I had figured out at the end of my career. And I also learned that what interim means. Wasn't quite the definition that I had, but it's been really a great ride in this, what I consider my first year. Anyway, congratulations, Dick and Susan. Thank you. It's an honor to get to meet you through this venue. Greetings to everybody here. I'm honored and delighted to be before you this afternoon for the class of 2017 Hall of Fame inductees. The Dwight-Englewood School Athletic Hall of Fame was established in 1996 to honor those individuals who have achieved a high level of success during their careers as student athletes or as coaches, or that have made a significant contribution to the school's athletic program. Its purpose is to perpetuate the memory of those that have brought distinction and excellence to the Dwight School, the Englewood School for Boys, and the Dwight-Englewood School. Today we'll induct 2 alumni and 2 teams into the Athletic Hall of Fame. And we'd like to start by asking Betsey Carson, by the way, who's been here longer than me, not by much, and if Betsey would join us to present the award posthumously to Meserole Cookman. Dwight School, 1932.
Not me. I'm honored to be here today to posthumously induct Meserole Cookman, Dwight School for Girls, class of 1932. I'm also so personally touched to have been invited to do this because I love this family. Mrs. Cookman's daughter, Shirley Babington, and her husband, Babbo, were one of the first DE families to take me under their wings when I first came to Englewood. Her granddaughter, Anne, was one of my first advisees, and her granddaughter, Perky, it's one of my favorites, was in my 7th grade social studies class and one of my on 2 of my top cookie teams both in 7th grade and in 8th grade. Oh yes. And of course there was one of my very first crushes was number 2 on the Hamilton's ice hockey team, was her son, Johnny Cookman. I had to mention it again. And Meserole Cookman was voted unanimously for the induction into the Athletic Hall of Fame by the committee, as they felt it was time to honor her posthumously out of respect to her great ESB, Dwight, DE, and Englewood legacy family. The committee felt strongly that it's so important to honor this matriarch for her remaining alumni daughter and grandchildren, not to mention her incredible athletic accomplishments throughout her years at Dwight and beyond. While at Dwight, she played varsity basketball and field hockey from 1929 to 1932. During those same years, she played baseball, yes, baseball, volleyball, and tennis. In addition to sports, Meserole Cookman was president of the student government from 1931 to 1932. She served as a member of the Dwightonia Board from 1930 to 1932. And in 1932, she wrote the Dwight School Prayer. Gotta hear that one sometime. While at Vassar College from 1932 to 1936, she played varsity field hockey and basketball. After college, Mrs. Cookman found golf, and in 1964 was Bergen County Women's Golf Champion. She was the female golf champion for 14 years at the Knickerbocker Country Club in Tenafly, and golf champion 15 times at All Sable Club in St. Hubert's, New York. In addition, from 1947 to 1956, she served as a Dwight School trustee. To all of us here at DE, one of her best accomplishments was that she was part of the 3-generation legacy family and is related to more than 14 alumni who attended the school for over the past 80 years. Wow, it's longer than I've been alive. And finally, another part of her legacy is the Cookman Award. which was established in 1974 when Dwight merged with Englewood School for Boys. The award honors the athletic achievement of the Cookman clan, particularly daughters Shirley Cookman Babington, class of 1956, and the late Martha Cookman Kimberly, class of 1962. They were New Jersey paddle tennis champions in 1973, 74, and 75, and were national paddle tennis champions in 1974. We are honored and privileged to have Shirley and some of the members of her family here today to accept this award on behalf of her mother, Ann Meserole Cookman.
Thanks, Betsy. Thank you all. In memory of my mother, Ann Meserole Cookman. She would be so honored to be part of this distinguished group of alumni. Ann Cookman was a fierce but humble competitor. Accurate, dependable, gracious to play with, and gracious to compete against. She shared her love of athletics with her children, her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren. Thank you so much. She would be so pleased.